Today we're going to be taking a look at the best trailer wiring harnesses available for the 2009 Toyota RAV4. We've got two different kits to look at today. Here we've got our Curt. This is part number C56165. Of course, just like our Tekonsha, this is going to give us a 4-pole flat trailer connector, which is going to deliver our right turn and brake, our left turn and brake, our running lights, and our ground for our trailer, cargo carrier, whatever we decide to operate. Here we have a very similar kit. This is the Tekonsha T1 vehicle wiring harness. Of course, again, the 4-pole flat trailer connector. This is part number 118412. Now the biggest differences that we're going to see from our Curt wiring harness to our Tekonsha T1 wiring harness is going to be the power output. For our running lights on the Tekonsha, we've got 4.2 amps. For our turn and for our brake signals, we're going to have 2.1 amps per side. When we look at the Curt, this is going to have 3 amps for the turn and brake signal per side, and it's going to have a total of 6 amps for our running lights. So with the RAV4, you're not going to be hauling extremely large trailers. But if you do have a trailer that has a lot of incandescent style lights, you might want to opt for the Curt because it does give us that little bit of additional power. For your standard cargo carriers, for your small utility trailers, or trailers that have a lot of LED lights, both of these are going to work out just fine for you. Now when mounting your box, you're going to use the foam tape to adhere it to a metal surface. I also like to wrap it with a few zip ties to secure it. That's going to be behind the driver's side kind of appearance panel that's inside of the rear hatch. Now we have found a difference between the Tekonsha and the Curt. If your mount fails and if the boxes start moving around or vibrating around, the Tekonsha tends to last. We typically don't have issues with that. Whereas with the Curt, on occasion, we will have a failure from it being bounced around in there, so you'll want to keep that in mind. Now both of our wiring kits are going to have a plug or a cover that's designed to fit over our 4-pole plug. You'll see with the Curt, we're going to have a detachable style. This just slides over. It's going to sit around the wiring. Then we can use that to be capped off there. The Tekonsha, it's actually attached. So you can kind of pick your preference there. I don't think it makes a big deal one way or another. And one thing you do want to keep in mind, unless you plan on doing a custom installation, your 4-pole is going to stay in the back of your vehicle. It's going to be tucked underneath your rear floor covering, and you'll pull it out and over the door sill whenever you need it. Now both wiring harnesses are designed with a powered converter box, which means there's going to be a 12-volt wire that we're going to run from the box up to the battery in our vehicle. When we make that connection, both of our harnesses are going to include a fuse holder. This is going to allow us to safely tie in to the vehicle's battery and have that connection fuse protected, so we never have to worry about any issues causing issues with our vehicle battery or overloading a particular circuit or anything like that. Now the purpose of our converter box is kind of twofold. One, it's going to prevent any overloading of our circuits. So we're not drawing power through our vehicle's lighting system to send out to the trailer. It's a standalone 12-volt power source, so it provides its own power. All we need are the signals to turn the switches inside of our box on and off. Now this is also going to protect our vehicle by isolating the trailer from the vehicle. So if we have any shorts or any problems with our trailer, we're not going to have to worry about those getting into our vehicle's wiring system and causing us issues there. Now the power converters are going to take the signals from behind the driver's side and passenger side tail light housings. Going to run into our box there, where it's then sent out as a usable signal again for our trailer or for our cargo carrier. Now as far as installation of these go, they're going to be almost identical. Both of them have a ground wire, which are going to require us to use a small 1/4-inch self-tapping screw to secure. You'll secure that to a piece of body metal located close to the converter box itself. Now both kits are going to have the connectors that you're going to need. They're going to have foam tape to help mount our box, and also some zip ties, again, to help mount our box, get everything in there, and also to support our 12-volt wire as we run that up to the front of the vehicle. Now, it would be a good idea to have some extra zip ties on hand, because You want to make sure your wiring and your box is nice and secure, so the more the merrier. So to kind of wrap this up and give you kind of a quick summary, the ease of installation is going to be identical between the two wiring harnesses. When it comes to power output, as we talked about, the Curt is a little bit higher on the power output side. And when it comes to durability, if your mounting location fails, if your zip ties and if your foam tape fail, the Tekonsha is definitely the one that seems to be a little bit more resilient to that. And that's going to complete our look at the best trailer wiring available for the Toyota RAV4. Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.